I'm Darren, the Magic Ghostbuster. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and check out all my Ghostbusters themed magic videos. In this video, I'm taking a look at stage 77 of the Build an Ecto 1 by Eaglemoss Show Collector. 77 is from issue 21 as the antennae and base. And we'll also be attaching the front bumper. So I think we're going to see the Ecto looking really starting to look complete at the end of this issue. So let's get started. So stage 77, the antennae and base. And this is going to be quite a big one. So as you can see, we'll be doing the next fender, we'll be doing some switches. Loads of cool stuff, and then we'll be finally adding the front bumper section, and we'll end up with this, so can't wait. Let's get started. So first up is fitting the plate in. As before, you have these 3 holes that go through the 3 holes here, and then we're going to turn it over and screw it in with BP screws. That plating is done. Now we're going to go back to the parts we've done previously and remove this door switch, which is marked W. Just unplug it like that. Okay, so just like last time, we're going to take this switch, which is going to slide in there like this. Just bring that camera around a little so you can see it better. And then this switch cover is going to go in with the notch this way. Go over there and screw in with 2 EM screws. Now to add this part of the rear view mirror to the fender, and just slots in nicely like that, and then we're going to put a GM screw in there. Okay, so we now place that on here, and exactly the same as when we did the other side. 2 JM screws here, an LM screw here and here, which I won't bother showing you because I've shown you at the other side. And that is on, and can really feel it coming together now that that's all on, looking really good. Okay, so now the antennae, and you get this tiny little part here that's just going to go in this top hole here, like that. Seems to fit nicely. And then if I just bring the camera up, so you'll see the hole for this there. And it's a bit awkward to do one-handed, but we'll get that in, and then we're going to screw that in place with an EM screw, and that's what it looks like from the top. Now the upper intake, which is this piece, and you can see that's just going to slot nicely in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn it over, and we're going to screw that in with 3 EP screws underneath. Okay, so the first screw goes here, second one down here. It's better make sure it's pushed in properly from the back. Last screw up here. There you go, that's how it looks. Okay, so really exciting bit now, adding the front bumper. So there it is in place, and basically these are wires which are for the headlights. We're going to thread through these bits here. So that's an easy one to look at. Let's just zoom in on that. Why is my zoom not working? There we go. So there's a little bit at the top, it might be a bit dark to see, but you can just thread the wires through there one at a time, and then that gets them nicely tucked away. Now let's put the screws in. Okay, so those screws are in. Interestingly, this screw here went in really, really easy, and this one was a nightmare. I had to keep taking it backwards and forwards loads of times. It was a bit tough, that one. These two screws in here as well. So obviously, when you're putting this in, make sure that the those wires are not caught up behind anything. Okay, so the final thing to do is to put some GM screws here. I've done this side already. Now, I'm not going to show you me putting the screws in this side because I'll need two hands for it, and I'm just not going to get a good camera position. But you can see that the holes don't line up very well, so you kind of have to hold it in place whilst you screw, whilst you get the screws in first, if that makes sense. Because otherwise, you're not getting those screws in. Otherwise, so yeah, I'll do that and we'll come back. There we have it. This stage is done, and yeah, really happy with how it's looking now. Now we've got the front bumper on finally. I just think it's looking really, really good. And we got the fenders on as well. Remember, don't lose that spotlight that we did a couple of issues ago, and we haven't done anything with that yet. And obviously we've got these wires that are a bit loose. Just be careful with those, really. They don't get snagged in anything and ripped out. But there we go. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next issue. Until then, keep on busting.